how you can earn as much money as you want each and every month or on an annual basis with this very simple strategy. Let's get right into it and discuss all of the details. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it's totally free to do so, and I am back every single day to help out in any way that I can through these short videos. So if you like the sound of that, again, make sure to subscribe right down below the video and I'll continue to be here for you each and every day. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Let's get right into this. So you could probably ask anybody in the world right now, do you want to earn more money? And you're probably going to get the same answer across the board. Yes, of course I do. Everybody wants to earn more money. Now, of course, there may be a small percentage of people out there who don't really want to earn any more money. But I would say the vast majority of people out in the world want to earn more money, regardless of where you are in the world, regardless of country, state, it doesn't really matter. Everybody just wants more. Kind of interesting, right? Why does everybody want more money? Well, simply because money equals freedom. Many of us associate money with getting exactly what we want, right? We can buy all the fun toys, we can go on the vacations we want, we can buy the cars, the houses, the watches, the furniture, the clothes, basically anything that you desire, you can get through money, right? You can exchange a certain amount of money and get in exchange as much whatever it is that you want for that amount of money. So here's the thing. A lot of times, the good life, right? The really good things out there, the fun things that we want, typically cost a lot of money. Well, that's what brings us back full circle to why we want to earn more money as a result. Well, let's talk through this. Because many people wonder and they look at the situation and say, well, I'm working at this job. It's 40 hours a week. I'm earning $50,000. I don't really know how I can earn another 50 grand. I'd really like to earn 100,000, but I'm earning 50 here. And by the time I work my way up the ladder with all these small pay raises I get every year, I'm going to be 85 by the time I get to $100,000. Well, that's not really the best strategy. Let's kind of think outside the box a little bit, and realistically, it's not even really thinking outside the box. Let's just think about it a little bit further and come up with some ways that you can actually earn as much as you want. Seriously, the only prerequisite for getting what you want as far as your goals, your income, whatever it is that it is just you gotta want it. That's it. Seriously, that's the only prerequisite. You just need to want it. So with that being said, I know that that's a little bit outside the box there. I know it's a little bit out there, but you know what? That's the truth. If you want it, you can probably achieve it. It's, you just got to figure out how. All right, so let's talk through this. Let's just say, for example, now again, this is just an example. Let's just say you want to earn $100,000. Well, when you look at it that way, it's like, I want to earn $100,000. I don't really know. That's a big number. It's a lot of money. I've never been there before. Don't know how to do that. What can I do? The first thing I want to suggest that you do the math. Seriously, do the math. You have to do the math to figure out where you are and what will it really take to earn $100,000 a year. Do you even know what it is, how much you need to earn on a monthly basis to earn 100 grand a year? I'll tell you, it's $8,333.33. So when you look at it that way, it's not that much money. Seriously, $8,000 is seriously not a ton of money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to minimize $8,000 or $100,000. It is a lot of money for a lot of people. But when you look at $8,000, it's really not a ton of money at the end of the day, right? So is there something that you can do? Is there a product or a service, something that you can do in exchange for some money to get you up to that $8,333.33 of income each and every month over month for 12 months? I bet you can. You just got to do some creative thinking and think of something that'll get you that $100,000 each and every year, or $8,333.33 each and every month, right? So we got to do the math, number one. Now let's just say, for example, you are working at your job, again, going back to the example that I had a minute ago, you're working at your job earning $50,000 and you want to earn another $50,000. Well, hey, check it out. Now you've just decreased in half, you've cut it in half, the $100,000, you've cut it in half to now you need to earn $50,000 through other ventures, like through other creative thinking, through other projects, side hustles, whatever it is that you want to call it. You need to earn another 50 grand to get you up to the $100,000 of annual income. Okay, nice, right? So what does that come out to? Again, do the math. You've got to know the numbers to see where you're sitting at. So here's the thing. To earn another $50,000, because you're already earning $50 at your job, to earn another $50,000 to bring you up to $100 would only be $4,166 each and every month. That's just a little bit over $1,000 a week. Well, again, let's break the math down even more. How much would you need to earn every single day to earn $1,000 a week? It's probably way smaller than you actually think. Do you know what the number is? If you were to work 7 days a week, or whatever it happens to be, to get money, provide value in some way, all you would need to do is earn $142 a week. $142 a day 7 days a week, in order to get $1,000 a week. Does $142 seem a little bit more achievable now? $142, 7 days a week, to get you your $1,000 a week. Continue repeating that month over month. Again, week over week would bring you $4,166. Well, let's be real. It'd bring you $4,000, but I mean, seriously, it's just a couple more dollars that you need to earn each and every day to bring you up to the $4,166 a month. That would ultimately, if you do that month over month, for the entire year, you would get your $50,000 that you can add on to your $50,000 of salary. Therefore, you've got your $100,000, right? So if you start breaking down the math, you can see it's not like a ton of money at the end of the day. When you really break it down into minimal numbers, it's not that much. $142, 7 days a week, should kind of probably be relatively easy. I mean, I'm just being real with you. Right now, there's so much money floating around out in the world right now, and prices continue to rise on everything. Here's the thing. You could probably offer to wash your neighbor's car and probably get paid about $25 to $30. I mean, seriously. Wash their car and vacuuming it out, it'd take you probably an hour, and you could probably charge $30 for that. There you go. You've just got basically a third of the money that you need to get you your goal, or a quarter of the money that you need to get you your money for the day. That's not even that much. Seriously, if you can start thinking like this and start coming up with some creative ideas and different ways that you can come up with extra money, different ways that you can get some extra income coming in on the side. I mean, seriously, that's just one example. I mean, there's so many different ways, literally countless ways that you could start generating some extra money. All you would need is that $142 a day, 7 days a week, to get you your extra $50,000 throughout the entire year. But if you want $100,000 extra for the entire year, well, again, now the numbers change a little bit. You would need $282 a day in order to get you $100,000 a year, right? So even again, $282, 7 days a week, it seems like, oh man, that's a little bit scary now. $282 a day, that's like, wow, that's kind of a lot of money right there we're talking about. But you got to do that every day. And it's like, oh, what can I do to get $282 repeatedly every single day? But here's the thing. Start thinking about what you know right now. Where are you knowledgeable? Where do you have skills? Where do you have talent? Things like this. Start using your brain. Like, seriously, what are you skilled at? What do you have knowledge in? And start thinking about this. How can I exploit the knowledge that I already have? How can I exploit the talent and the skills that I already have to do something to provide value to other people? In exchange, they're going to give me some green stuff for my skills, my talent, and or my knowledge. That's where you can really exponentially grow your wealth and your income, simply because if you are doing something that you're very good at, you're skilled, you're talented, you're knowledgeable, you can ask, guess what? More money. Yes, that's exactly what you can do. So here's the thing. If you're doing something that basically anybody else can do, you're not going to get compensated all that much for it. But if you're a highly trained person or you're very skilled or knowledgeable about something, you can all of a sudden ask way more money. Let me give you another example really quickly. Let's just say that you're really good at, playing a guitar or playing some kind of instrument, and you start advertising. And by the way, you can advertise for free all over on social media. You can just do it for free. I mean, you can make a YouTube video just like this and advertise for free and say, hey, I'm going to start offering some guitar lessons, $50 an hour, and I'll teach you remotely how to play a guitar. Something like that, or $60 an hour. I mean, honestly, you could probably even charge more than that. But if you are an expert at something, maybe it's playing the piano, a guitar, maybe it's playing a violin, or playing, what are the other instruments out there? I don't know. I don't play instruments. I don't know anything about them. But my point is, You could start advertising somewhere completely for free on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on TikTok. I mean, seriously, you could do it anywhere. You could teach somebody remotely right through your phone or your computer, and you could teach them and charge 50, 60, 70 bucks an hour probably. There you go. You've just earned half of the day's income in an hour, right? Because you're doing something that you are very knowledgeable about. So, if I can recommend anything, I would say if you're going to look at something to bring in some extra money, look at something that you are very talented, skilled, and or knowledgeable about, simply because you can ask more money for your time. Rather than charging $30 an hour to wash the neighbor's car and vacuum it out, basically anybody can do that. Seriously, don't charge $30 to do that. Charge $70 an hour for somebody to pay you to teach them something that you know a lot about, right? That you're very knowledgeable about. So that's kind of where you want to focus your attention, simply because you can ask way more money per hour or per lesson or whatever it happens to be, per product. I don't know, whatever it is that you're selling, a product, a service, anything like that, because you're talented, you're skilled, you're knowledgeable, you know exactly what you're doing, rather than just performing some mundane task of watching a car, which, seriously, if you have a kid, tell your kid to go wash the car. Say, hey kid, go wash the car, I'll charge the neighbor 30 bucks, I'll take 15 and I'll pay you 15 and I'll take the 15 for myself simply because I got you the finder's fee, right? I mean, seriously, why can't you do that? The kid would probably be super happy to get $15 for an hour. I mean, that's a pretty good wage for a little kid. I mean, seriously. So anyway, just some creative ideas, but here's the thing. Do the math. Seriously, you've got to do the math. You need to know the numbers when you want to increase your income. You got to figure it all out. Rather than just looking at it from the surface value or the face value and just looking at it and saying, I want $100,000. Okay, that's cool. I mean, seriously, everybody wants $100,000. I want $100,000. I want it right now today. Am I going to get it? No, probably not. I mean, unless there's a dude standing at my door right now with a briefcase jacked full of $100 bills and I don't hear the doorbell ringing because I'm recording this video. I mean, I highly doubt that's the case, but maybe there's a guy out there right now with $100,000. I hope not, because that'd be sad, right? I'd just totally miss out. He'd go to the next house. But here's the thing. If you want something, you've got to figure out a path on how to get it rather than just looking at it and saying, I want that. And then a year goes by and you feel like, oh, I didn't get it. Well, why? Did you set yourself up to get it? I mean, did you do the math? Did you set out a path in order to get there? Just like a roadmap. If you want to go from point A to point B, do you pull out a map and maybe chart your way? Or do you just pull out your car out of the garage and just start driving and just say, I'll get there someday? Well, you might get there someday, but you don't know that. You've got to set the roadmap. You've got to set the plan in order to get there. Therefore, running the numbers will ultimately start running the path as far as the directions on how you can get to your goal. Make sense? So, hope this helps you out. At the end of the day, I hope it gets you thinking a little bit about some different things that maybe somebody else hasn't brought up before and or just kind of gets you excited. Seriously, that's kind of the first step in the process of doing whatever it is that you want. You've got to get excited, right? So anyway, hope this does anything for you. I hope it helps out in any way. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video. I'll continue to be here for you each and every day to help out in any way that I can with other videos just like this one. All right, thanks again. Subscribe, share the video, and check out some other videos here on the channel, or seriously, do whatever you want. I don't know. I just appreciate your support. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.